Chan, I want to cut to the chase very, very quickly. I've been covering the Cowboys almost 30 years. I want to tell you that yesterday's performance by the players and by the coaching staff was the worst that I have witnessed over this almost 30-year period. So I'm anxious to see what your answers are today.
Okay.
Right now, though, as we all know, the Cowboys are in crisis. They have lost 3 of their last 4. They have not played well in 4 straight weeks. And they've got a very good Tampa Bay team coming to town this Sunday. This is a crucial stretch. Tampa Bay and then the Giants, and it looks like they're without Tony Romo for those next 2 games for sure, according to what Romo said in an interview last night. So we have convened our Cowboys in Crisis Roundtable. And joining us on this roundtable, we have several members of the Cowboys staff, past and present. Currently, their secondary coach, the great Dave Campo, joins us. Morning, Dave.
I wouldn't call it a good morning, obviously, the way we've been playing football.
No, I guess it's not. Also with us is a guy that you are familiar with as well. You worked with him. It's the former Cowboys head coach, Chan Gailey. Morning, Chan.
Yeah, Mama just got me some new overalls for school.
Hey, Chan.
I ate a pail full of grits this morning.
Yeah, it's interesting. Chan now the offensive coordinator of the Chiefs.
I bathe in creeks.
Also joining us is the former Cowboys special teams coach, Coach Joe Avezzano. Morning, Coach.
Well, good morning. I'm doing all right. Just getting ready to have some surgery on my mouth to give me more of a human voice.
Okay.
Pray for me.
And also, we couldn't have a Cowboys in Crisis roundtable without a player. And joining us is the playmaker, the former great wide receiver, Michael Irvin.
The playmaker.
That's right, the playmaker.
It's really early in the morning.
Did you have another late night?
Don't tell nobody, no. Don't tell nobody that I'm still out there having the late night.
Okay, not in yet, are you?
How are you, Michael?
I'm doing good, Chan. Doing good.
All right, question number 1 on our Cowboys in Crisis roundtable. What's wrong with the Cowboys right now? Coach Dave Campo, I'm sure you're bothered by the situation.
Well, you know, it really doesn't bother me because the last time I looked, we're 4-3.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's a winning record. I've never won more than 5 games as a head coach. I think Wade's doing a hell of a job, and I think we're having a hell of a season.
Nothing wrong with the secondary when, guys running around there kind of lost?
Yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Guys running around doing stuff, playing football, but, that's what we do. We play football on the football field.
Doesn't bother you when you see Mike Jenkins running the other direction from Donnie Avery?
Not really, no. I was the coach of this team and went 5-11 every year. I've seen that before. It doesn't bother me a bit.
Chan Gailey, what's wrong with the Cowboys?
Well, I think that these old fellers are distracted by that little filly, Jessica Simpson. Yeah, she gets in heat and then walks that sideline, and all them boys smell her and they can't execute a play.
Wow.
One time I was near an antelope that was in heat, and I couldn't think straight enough to beat my grandpappy at horseshoes. I plowed a field one time with a donkey that I dressed up as a pirate.
All right, let's move on to Coach Joe Avezzano. What's wrong with the Cowboys?
Obviously, Jerry and Wade need some help with special teams. So I consider my stock on the rise right now. They need to bring me back, and I'll bring back the great Matt Van De Beek, Kenny the Shark Dance, and, of course, my big-ass Super Bowl rings and crazy-ass mane of silver hair flying down the sidelines.
Well, sounds like as good a solution as any. Michael Irvin, what do you think's wrong with the Cowboys?
Leadership.
I'm sorry?
Leadership.
Leadership.
Yeah. They don't have leadership. I mean, you look back at the 90s, we had A-Ball. That was Troy.
Right.
We had Deuce. That was him.
Right.
We had him. And we had Dion.
Golly.
We had Dion, and he was smart. We were all smart. Of course, we weren't always smart off the field, because sometimes we hit the dog and we got them shit on butts.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't understand
him.
And I can't either. Let's move on to question number 2 and our final question. Where did the Cowboys go from here? Dave Campo.
Well, honestly, I'm getting my resume together. I don't think it's going to end well. I mean, I've said, we got a winning record now. We're 4-3. Obviously, that's a game over 500, but I don't think it's going to end well. T.O. continues not to get the ball. Tank Johnson gets frustrated. Pac-Man comes back. I think we have a chance for this to end in random gunfire.
Okay. Chan Gailey, where do you think the Cowboys are headed?
Well, personally, if I was in charge of something out there, I'd turn that practice field into a turnip patch. And then I'd sell them turnips at market. You can fetch a pretty good price for them now. You know, I once talked to Coon Dog into going to a dance with me.
You did?
Yeah, he got turned out of the dance, though, because he nosed just about every girl there. Yeah. Hey, do you know how many catfish I can fit in my mouth?
No.
Neither do I. I'll give it a shot again tonight. Hey, I got a pocket full of hush puppies for the walk into work.
Okay, well, that's good. You're walking to work in Kansas City, are you? All right,
Yeah.
Let's move on to Coach Joe. Where do you think the Cowboys are headed?
Oh, to hell in the handbasket. Ever since they unceremoniously kind of dumped me, I don't really care about the Cowboys too much.
Right.
What I care about right now is focusing on getting a human voice box put in so I can become more of a broadcaster.
Okay. Well, good luck with that.
Oh, thanks.
And Michael Irvin, what's in the future for the Cowboys now?
It's a Cowboy.
Oh, you got started up.
Yeah. Get a little started. If the Cowboys don't get going, they're going to get lost in the dust. And that's a bad thing because this is Dallas Cowboys. We're talking about the star on the side of the helmet, the silver pair, Tom Landry, Jimmy Johnson, Stuber
You thought I couldn't talk English.
Boy, I can't get any of that. I'm sorry. But we do thank you all for joining us. Michael Irvin, thanks a lot.
Yeah, good to be with you.
Coach Joe, we appreciate it.
Oh, it's fine.
Chan Gailey, thank you as always.
Yeah.
And Dave Campo, good luck against the Bucks.
Obviously.
News yesterday. This really took me by surprise when I saw that the Kansas City Chiefs had fired offensive coordinator Chan Gailey. Todd Haley, also formerly on the Cowboys staff, the new head coach there, and said that he just realized after a few weeks training camp and preseason that he and Chan were not on the same page, and he said that he decided to make the move now 2 weeks before the start of the regular season.
It's bizarre timing, but I guess it could have been worse had they started the season and not been on the same page.
Yeah. So, we are the only show in the Metroplex that still talks to Chan Gailey. So joining us now on the ticket hotline is the former Cowboys head coach and now former Kansas City offensive coordinator. Morning, Chan.
Yeah. How you two young fellas doing?
Okay.
We're doing okay. More importantly, how are you doing after being fired?
Well, I'm doing all right. It's like I always said, if you never got fired from your job, how would you know it's time to get a new one?
Well, yeah, that's one way to look at it.
So I'll get over it. It ain't the first job I done lost.
No.
You've been fired before, haven't you?
Yeah, when I was 11, I got fired from up there at Grandpappy's General Store for thieving a piece of hard candy.
Well, haven't you lost jobs in, like, your coaching career, too? Or?
And when I was 16, I remember this. I got run off from a hog farm for not feeding the pigs all the slop I was supposed to give them. I was holding back the good stuff for myself.
Gross.
I'd carry it home in a mason jar, and come nightfall, I'd suck it down with a little creek water.
Boy, that is country.
Yeah, I worked all kinds of jobs. I've been a cow milker and a crop duster and a goat herder. A lot of fancy jobs like that.
You've also been an NFL head coach.
Right now, I'm making ends meet by making stick animals out of corn cobs and selling them up there on the highway.
You're an offensive coordinator. I'm sure you were pulling in a pretty good check. I can't believe you already have to do that.
I missed the wheat season up here.
Did you?
I can't get work doing that.
Yeah.
But now it's almost harvest time down south. I got cotton coming in pretty soon. So I'll probably take a little labor doing that. Then I may just paint the dog's toenails red and move the fam to Alabama.
Chan Gailey with us here on the ticket.
like that.
I love that. That'd be a great option for you.
And Jerry, I might ask Jerry for my old job back, but he got that fancy book learn coach now.
Wade Phillips?
Yeah, that Wade Phillips, he's a lot fancier than I am. He sounds like an Englishman.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Yeah, I look forward to getting back down there sometime. I never felt at home in Kansas anyway.
Really?
It's too metropolitan.
Oh, right.
Kansas?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd like a place that I can, slip down across the river for a snoot full of Blind Tiger whiskey before sneaking into some neighbor's barn for some horse loving.
Oh, my gosh, Chan.
Learning an awful lot about Chan Gailey here on the ticket.
Jeez.
So do you have any plans now?
Last evening I couldn't sleep,
Why's that?
so I got out of bed and lit the kerosene lamp and worked in my lesson book till I learned how to make all 26 letters.
Maybe now we're seeing why Todd Haley fired him.
Yeah.
I used to only know how to make the X, because that's my name.
That's how you signed your name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you luck. I'm thinking with all your experience.
One evening of a new moon, my daddy took after a coyote with a 410, and that coyote done wrestled that gun away from him and robbed the farmer 2 parcels over. Got away with a season's worth of wage, to hear Daddy tell it.
Yeah, sure enough. Well,
I gotta go. I just tipped over the spit jar with my Sunday shoe. Got all over Mama's quilt.
Oh, gross.
I better pick that up.
Okay.
We'll see you, Chan.
man.
Good luck
Hang
to
in
you.
there.
That's allegedly Chan Gailey.
First, joining us now on the ticket hotline is the former Dallas Cowboys head coach and just named this week new head coach of the Buffalo Bills, old friend of the show, Chan Gailey. Morning, Coach.
Morning, fellas.
Well, congratulations.
I guess y'all done heard about it, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know news travels quicker than wheels these days. Yeah, I got put on a work crew up here in Buffalo. I was real lucky finding work.
Well, not just work. You're the head coach of the Buffalo Bills.
This economy's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Mama had to stitch my britches for the 50th time last week, so we need the money. We need the money real bad. I got to get up there and tar that roof on the family home in Georgia. That rainwater done coming in there and between those timbers and snuffing out the potbelly stove.
So you still got the home in Georgia, but you're gonna, I guess,
Yeah, we
move
still
up.
got it. Most of my family still lives there, but I'm gonna move up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the money sent back by a pony or something down there to the family. But I'll keep a little for myself. I ain't had a pair of shoes in 2 years.
You make so much,
Yeah, you're
though.
an NFL coach and a college coach. You've made money.
I've been wearing corn husks tied to my feet with deer sinew. We poor. Dirt poor. So I was glad I found some work, but it sure is an awful long way north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, Buffalo's way up there.
Yeah, Daddy said you got to watch out for them Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
He told me that they don't cook their vegetables enough and that they'll switchblade you for a sawbuck.
I don't know about that.
And everybody up here eats buffalo wings.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what those are. I've seen some weird stuff. I've seen a raccoon with 2 faces, but I ain't never seen a buffalo with wings.
Well, you want to explain that to him? I don't think we need to.
No, he wouldn't understand.
But have you totally moved up there yet?
Well, I got a lot of my stuff up here. I put everything I owned in a sack on the end of a stick and came on up here. But but I'm sending for my chickens now. I'm gonna have to ship them up here. And but I already got my dogs tied up outside. I brought them with me.
Did you?
Good.
Yeah.
Well, and you got a lot of work to do up there in Buffalo, too.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I got a horse that needs shoeing and a wagon that could use a little blacksmithing.
I think you meant football-wise.
Oh, yeah, I'll get to that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to earn a decent wage for a season and get back down there to where cotton is king.
So you're just going up there just for the money for a short time?
Yeah, just for a planting season up here. So, I'm from Georgia, so you know what that means. I love my sister way too much.
All right.
I do love her so, Ja.
Don't say that. Don't call me Ja.
Especially in that gingham dress when they have that county dance.
Oh, Chan.
We shared our first slow dance at Turkey in the Straw.
That's your sister.
That's not really a slow dance
That's
song.
3 springs ago. Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure.
How is it that your voice is coming out of this electronic ear horn, but I don't see his face anywhere? Is this the devil talking to
No,
me?
it's just telephone technology. That's all
Devil?
it is.
I think it's the devil.
No, it's
Devil,
not.
I rebuke you in the name of the good book.
Boy, you are country.
How can I be country with a name like Chan?
Yeah, that is an unusual name.
Yeah. Daddy said he named me after a Japanese he shot in the war.
Golly.
Yeah, he told me that. He said he run him through with a bayonet just to make sure he went to hell. All right, fellas, I gotta get going.
All right, good luck in
I'll see you
Buffalo.
later now.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye, devil.
Okay. First, joining us now on the ticket hotline is a guy who made news yesterday. It's former Cowboys head coach, current Bills head coach Chan Gailey, as he got into it with some fans at Bills training camp yesterday, some hecklers. Morning, Coach. How are you?
How you fellas doing this morning?
We're doing okay.
Doing fine.
That's good.
Too bad things went a little awry yesterday at training camp.
Yeah, some youngins were raising a ruckus over there, and I took a notion to go over there and teach them a thing or two about respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I darn near went out to the orchard and cut a hickory switch to take after them.
What were they doing? Just yelling at you, or you're
Oh,
yelling?
they was yelling at our players, and they were giving them a hard time, and I was of a mind to tan their hides. I dog cussed him for a good 20 minutes. I tell you, you could have raised yeast rolls in the time it took me to finish tearing into them.
But you got that all straightened out, I guess, huh?
Yeah, they ought not to talk like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If ever I talked to my pa like that, he would have taken after me something fierce.
Yeah, I bet.
He would have come down on me with a razor strap.
That's tough.
You know, he probably would have even taken away my hard candy privileges for the whole harvest time.
That's tough.
Yeah, when you're a youngin', ain't nothing much worse than heading into the general store and not being able to fetch a piece of rock candy out of the counter mason jar.
Was former Cowboys head coach Chan Gailey with us, now with the Bills. I forgot how country he was.
And it's kind of weird that he's in Buffalo now.
I was shoeing horses out by the tack barn when I got that call to be that Bills head coach.
Were you?
Yeah, you know, I live out in the country.
Yeah.
I built a little adobe hut out in the draw near the river. It melted in the first rain.
Oh, no.
So I took to living in an old bus carcass I found out there.
You make NFL head coaching money. I wouldn't think you'd have to live like that.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all tell Jerry hi for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm much obliged to him for giving me work when I lost that crop of sorghum in that bad year.
That's how you wound up here?
Yeah. Now he's got that book smart coach at Wade.
Yeah.
He's pretty book smart.
Wade's a fancy boy.
Yeah.
Bit change of pace for me. I'm just no country bumpkin.
Yeah. Well, size up the race in the AFC East. You concerned about? Looks like another good division this year.
No, I ain't concerned about the AFC. I'm more concerned with getting that corn stowed before first freeze. Fetching a pretty good price per bushel now.
Is it?
Yeah.
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 Well, yeah, I mean,
Hey, I got some coon dog pups I need to get rid of. Y'all want some?
Is it some coon dog pups?
Yeah.
no, I'm okay.
What kind are they?
The coon dog pups.
Oh, are they?
It's coon dog. They're the mixture.
Oh, okay.
Couple different coon dogs. I can't find a home for them. They're going in the sack, and I'm heading to the river.
Oh, my gosh, don't do that.
Well, we can find a home for him.
Yeah, these fancy people up here, they look down on me for wearing these overalls and straw hats and whatnot.
You wear that to practice?
Yeah. Yeah. Say, how does this thing work here that I talk into, and how are y'all voices coming out of it?
It's kind of magic.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It may be of the devil. Hey, I painted the dog's toenails red and moved to New York.
Well, it's good to hear that you did that, Chan.
I don't know why one has to go with the other.
Hard to get good butter beans and maters up here.
Is it?
You have to raise your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, good luck to you this year, Chan.
All right, I got to hit the outhouse.
Okay, we'll see you.
Yeah, shove a little lime on top of it. All right, then.
All right, then. We'll see you. There's Chan Gailey, head coach of the Buffalo Bills, straightening out some fans out there who are heckling his players.
Now is one of the big stories through 3 weeks in the NFL. He's the former head coach of the Cowboys, now the head coach of the 3-0 Buffalo Bills. We say good morning to Chan Gailey. How are you, Coach?
Yeah. Well, what are some of them things y'all gonna ask me, and I'll work up my answers.
Well, you want them all right now, or just want us to ask as we go?
We on the radio station now?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, what about your 3-0 start? What do you think's been the key for your team to get off to this kind of start?
Well, we didn't have football where I grew up. We had farming. We grew sorghum and cotton, and then on the weekends we would do the sex with the cousins.
What?
Yeah, Daddy said it was okay as long as they lived at least 3 farms away. That'd keep the bloodlines pure.
That doesn't sound like it. You grew up in Georgia, though. That's the deep south, and that's why you're so southern. But that's big football country.
You know, one time I collected a bunch of them cicada shells off the tree trunk, and I hung them on the front of my overall to decorate myself up for a funeral.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Yeah, my papaw died.
Yeah.
He was 104.
Well, that's a good long life.
Yeah, he had the cancer, and he had 2 walleyes.
2?
Yeah, he had pretty bad diabetes, too, but that ain't what killed him.
What did?
Oh, he fell off a tractor and got minced up by his bush hog blade.
He's on a tractor at 104?
Yeah, he was. It happened while he was running over to take up with a widow woman across the river.
All right, well, it didn't work out for you here in Dallas, but off to a 3-0 start. You must be thinking you got something special there in Buffalo.
Yeah, when it rains, that gully comes up. Mama gets so nervous she lays on the cooking whiskey a little too much.
Here's the flood, huh?
Yeah, and then she gets her visions and tries to put the babies under a pillar too long.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Chan Gailey with us here on the ticket. Can you talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick, your young quarterback who seems to be blossoming?
Yeah, the county says they're going to run power out to our place. but Mama won't let them because she says old Lucifer follows the electric lines.
You're still living with your mom?
Yeah, she said that it happened to her cousin Ruby. First came the electric lights and then the refrigerator, and then she up and left her husband for a black guy she met on the computer.
Oh, okay. I don't think that had anything to do with electricity, though. I wouldn't fear the electricity.
Yeah. I threw a sack of kittens into the river after my pants fell down.
What?
Couple of them cheerleaders we got in our employer cuter than a baby pig. You seen them?
Sure.
Makes me want to court them and take them to a prayer meeting.
Yeah, one of the two.
Then take them up to the barn and sniff on their underparts.
Whoa.
You've got Cincinnati next. What do you think of the Bengals?
Yeah. I once raised a possum with 2 faces. He only had one Peter, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I raised him on cow's milk in a shoebox. But then Daddy come home and seen him and said that critter was of the devil and I had to throw him in the tank with a cinder block tied to his paw.
That must have been a sad moment for you.
Yeah. I had salt water come out of my eyes.
What? Oh, okay, you cried. So, you got the Cowboys here in a couple weeks. That's going to be kind of weird, isn't it, coaching against the Cowboys?
For Christmas, I'm going to ask Sandy for a wash tub of buttermilk.
I'm sure he can bring that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Santa Claus only gets down here once every other year.
Oh, he doesn't come every year?
No, he overlooks the poor folk.
Well, but you're not poor. You make millions. You're an NFL head coach.
Yeah. Last year, he just gave me a handful of pecans.
Well, okay. I guess he had to go to meetings.
I guess so.
But right now, we're going to hold a former Cowboys head coaches roundtable. And this is brought to us by Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. And joining us on the ticket hotline, 3 former Cowboys head coaches. We are joined by the Cowboys head coach of the early aughts, Dave Campo, currently the secondary coach. Morning, Coach.
Morning, Craig. Obviously, I've been here before. I've seen this play out before.
Yes, you have, and we're going to get your thoughts on it here during this roundtable. Also joining us is the former Cowboys head coach from the late 90s, Chan Gailey. Morning, Coach.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, I may just be an old country boy from Georgia, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how your voice is somehow coming out of this here plastic banana thing.
Chan Gailey, of course, is the current head coach of the Buffalo Bills. You would think he would be familiar with the telephone.
Are you the devil?
No. I'm just, well, I guess to some, I'm a talk show host.
All right, then.
And also joining us is the most former Cowboys head coach, the recently fired Wade Phillips. Good morning, Coach.
Hi, Craig.
How are you?
Well, I got plenty of time on my hands, so let's do this thing, I guess.
Okay. Well, why don't we go through and just get each of your personal stories as to how it came down. How did Jerry fire you, Coach Campo?
Well, it's kind of weird because actually he never told me I was fired. I mean, I read about it in the paper that he's meeting with Bill Parcells. The next thing I know, my office is cleaned out, and I'm working for Jacksonville.
Wow.
He to this day, he's never told me that I was fired, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm the interim head coach.
Okay. That's a very strange way of doing business. What about you, Chan? How did it go down when Jerry fired you?
Dave, I swear you'd gripe with a ham under each arm.
What the hell does that mean?
Jerry gave you a job, and you ought to be appreciative of that. You ought not to gripe about Jerry.
Okay.
Now, I reckon every one of Jerry's coaches got a good falling out in the butt end of transpirings that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I sure thought I was in high cotton when Jerry hired me. I was much obliged. At that time, there ain't too many NFL owners willing to hire an old country boy to do city boy work like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when he offered it over to me, that job looked prettier than a glob of butter melting on a stack of wheat cakes. And I there for a while it coursed pretty well, but I can't really recall how it ended. I remember he started wanting me to win games, and that started things falling out.
Okay, yeah.
And then he wanted me to cut out my corncob pipe smoking at fancy dress parties. And then in the end, I reckon he thought I was about as handy as a back pocket on a shirt, so he just went ahead and turned me loose.
Okay.
I remember when he fired me because I was getting on my mule to leave Valley Ranch one day.
Your mule?
Yeah, he yanked me off of that thing.
How did you ever make it in mainstream society?
I don't know, but he yanked me off of that thing, and I was down on that concrete right there, and he took them reins of that mule, and he just started whipping me.
Wow, what a scene. All right, Wade, everybody wants to know how it came down yesterday.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, Chan, I like the way you talk. Reminds me of my daddy.
I like the way you talk.
Well, thank you. You know, it was weird. I thought something was up on Sunday night after we took that whooping in Green Bay, and Jerry wanted me to ride back on his airplane.
Mm-hmm.
I got on the airplane, and there's no pilot, no co-pilot, just Jerry sitting there with a parachute and goggles.
That's odd.
So I got on the plane, and I didn't know Jerry had his pilot's license, but sure enough, we took off, and we started flying, going back to Dallas, and he didn't say nothing. Then we got over, I think it was Kansas, and he said, "The hell with you," and he jumped out. And he went flying out that window with his parachute, and feathers went flying everywhere, and there was trash blowing around that plane. I looked around for another parachute, and all I saw was a knapsack with pots and pans on it. So I decided to get behind the stick, and I landed that plane.
Wow, and you're not a pilot.
No, but I used to crop dust for Daddy. Used to spray his sorghum and wheat.
Well, I bet Jerry didn't know that. You foiled his plan.
Yeah, I just landed this plane and took the keys back to his office the next day and said, "Here are your keys to your plane, Jerry." And he said, "You're fired." It's strange.
That is odd. All right, so what kind of advice do you coaches have for your former boss, Jerry, as to who he should hire permanently here? Dave?
Well, obviously, I think the perfect guy for the job of Cowboys head coach is already on the current staff.
Wonder who that might be.
He's short. He's fiery. He has a unique voice. You want to take a guess of who it is?
I'm going to guess it's you.
No, Joe DeCamillis.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't take this job for $1 zillion.
Okay. What about you, Chan Gailey?
Well, I'd take it for $1 zillion now. That sounds like an awful lot.
Sounds pretty good.
Now, I expect Jerry don't need my advice. Hell, he's so rich he buys a new boat each time one gets wet. But he's made out pretty good so far. But if I was pressed on the matter, I'd say my advice to Jerry is to, well, go ahead and die so we can get some fresh blood in here.
Wow, that's...
Now, I know what you're thinking, fresh blood. I mean, doesn't Jerry get a life-renewing blood transfusion every day from supermodel virgins? Yes, that's true. But I'm talking about someone new. And I think that the only guy that can successfully own and GM this team is our Savior Jesus Christ. You should turn it all over to him.
Okay.
Sound advice.
Wade Phillips, what advice would you give to Jerry?
Advice to Jerry. You want the unvarnished truth?
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs to take those 2 sons of his and take a flying leap right in. I mean, I would like to thank the Jones family for everything that they have done.
Oh, no.
Working for the Cowboys was fun, and I'm proud of what we accomplished.
Coach, you can't get past the prepared statement?
Except for this year, because we suck bad. Sorry about that.
Well, thank you all for being part of our former coaches roundtable. Dave Campo, we appreciate it.
Obviously, good to be with you again, guys. Do it any time.
Chan Gailey, thank you.
So long, devil in the plastic banana.
Okay, and Wade, good luck on your future endeavors.
All right. By the way, the diet's off. I ate a wedding cake this morning.
Oh, no.
Morning to you.
Oh, that's terrible news. Well, there they go. All the former Cowboys head coaches. Expect today that Jason Garrett will be named the permanent head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And when that press conference happens and that news breaks, keep it right here on the ticket for the latest. So what is Jason Garrett in store for as the full-time permanent head coach of the Cowboys? Well, joining us now on the ticket hotline is a former Cowboys head coach who knows a little something about working with Jerry Jones and leading the Cowboys. It's the current Bills head coach, Chan Gailey. Morning, Chan. How are you?
Well, good morning to you fellers.
Howdy.
I got the word down at the general store that y'all was hunting me, so I decided to take my constitutional down here and ring you up on the counter phone.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Hey, while I was on hold in there, y'all was talking about sick days, and I want to say something about that.
Okay.
Because I grew up on a farm, and there weren't no such thing as a sick day back then.
That's right.
In fact, my mama, when she were great with child, she's out picking cotton when she had me in her tummy. And she's out picking cotton, and she squatted down over a patch of clover and just dropped me out of her butt right then.
All right.
And then she went on and picked another bale and a half of cotton.
Boy, that's tough. That is a tough woman.
And my daddy, he's a rancher and a farmer, and one day my younger brother, he come up and asked my daddy if he could take a personal day to head into town and to hang out and grab a soda water and go to the Toshi station, pick up some power converters. And my daddy lit after him with a razor strap and beat him until he was within an inch of the devil's house.
Oh, my gosh.
My daddy never heard of no such thing as a personal day.
Right.
No.
That's smart mouth talking.
Yeah, that's old school right there.
Yeah.
So what
school?
Just a saying. Well, we wanted to get you on to talk about the
Oh, you
Jason.
talking about figuring and ciphering?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Okay, yeah. We learned that up in that one-room house.
Is it possible we could talk a little football? Because since you're a former Cowboys head coach, we wanted your take on Jason Garrett and what he's going to have to deal with now as Cowboys head coach.
Oh, y'all want to know Jason Garrett? Yeah. Well, he's what we call a ginger.
A ginger?
What's
Yeah,
that?
he's got that old red hair.
Oh.
Yeah, my mama told me you can't trust a soul that has the crimson hair. She said they attract spirits.
Spirits.
That's crazy.
If in that our ranch house, a traveling salesman come by and he had that old rusty hair, we'd have to purify the house with chicken bones before we were allowed to eat again.
Chicken bones.
All right, well, outside of that, you think he's going to be a pretty good head coach?
Well, I know that Garrett thinks he's going to be happy as a dead pig in sunshine working for Jerry, but he's got another thing coming because Jerry's a hard boss man.
Is he?
Well, he just don't afford you much turning around room. He's always telling you how to shell the peas up there and everything. And I've worked for a lot of boss men like that. That never works out too good. He won't let a man conduct his own business in a fair manner. He's always got his hand on the tiller.
This is Chan Gailey, the former Cowboys head coach, now with Buffalo. And you had 2 years working with Jerry, so you should know.
My mama made me asleep in her bed when Daddy was in town selling his product.
Well, that's an odd note as we talk about Jason Garrett taking over as the Cowboys head coach. But anything else to that story? Or
how old were you?
This is a couple years ago.
That's a couple years. So you don't think it's going to work out for Jason Garrett, or you do think it's going to? Well, I don't really understand where you're standing on this.
One time my mama came out in the shed where I sleep in a little old hole, and she handed me this little bitty baby and told me to go bury it.
Oh, my God.
All right.
It wasn't bigger than a little old squirrel.
Yeah. They're bringing up lines from Sling Blade.
What's Sling Blade?
It's a movie.
Oh, I was about to say Sling Blade. We called that a Kaiser blade when I was growing up.
Was that right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, Chan, this has been enlightening. Thanks for your insight. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I gotta go back. I gotta get back up there to the house. I gotta throw a sack of puppies in the river.
Oh, gosh, don't do that.
Don't you need to be working on the draft or something? Buffalo?
The what? I tell you, I'm going to work on that draft because these old double-hung windows, they got us so cold in the wintertime.
All right, he's not talking about the same thing.
We have to put, it's what we call a 7-quilt night. You have to stack them up on the bed.
All right, Chan, well, thanks for the time.
All right, Dan.
All right, we'll see you. There's former Cowboys coach, current Buffalo Bills coach, Chan Gailey, we think.
Right now, though, we talk football with the Buffalo Bills coming to town. That means former Cowboys head coach Chan Gailey is also coming to town. He's the head coach of the Bills, and he joins us now on the ticket hotline. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to Dallas.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you, I guess.
I want to throw a line into that Bachman Lake.
I don't know how good the fishing is there, Coach.
Well, I pulled a carp out of there one time that was good eating. I slapped some sweet butter on it and ate it with some butter beans.
Well, let's talk football. Your Bills are off to a surprisingly good start. What's been the difference this year?
I always carry a handkerchief full of cornbread around in case my tummy ever gets the rumbles.
Oh, really? What about your team, though, and the improvement of the Bills this year?
Hey, you know what? 1 year old Santa Claus left us some sugar cane in her stockings that was thick as your wrist. We cheat on that until spring, till we finally made it down to the general store for some proper hard candy.
This is Bills head coach Chan Gailey with us on the ticket. Can you talk about the emergence of your quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick?
You know, sometimes when I'm pulling on my overalls, I get the denim all hung up in the sin maker.
Oh, my God.
That's what Mama calls your tinkle place, your sin maker.
Yeah.
She says the good book says you should never touch it. And if you rub it until you feel like you're in heaven, you'll end up going to hell.
All right, let's not focus on that so much.
How old are you?
What about seeing Jerry again? You guys have any sort of contact?
Yeah, I believe in the devil. I one time saw him riding a tractor across a field of sorghum.
Are you talking about Jerry or the devil?
The devil.
Oh, okay.
The devil. The one in the Bible.
Can we talk about last week's game, the loss to the Jets, where your offense really hit a brick wall? What happened there?
My mama would sometimes get into that corn whiskey my daddy had hid in a tack barn, and then she wouldn't sweep the floor or darn our socks all week. She'd just sit in her rocker mumbling about taking a shotgun to herself.
Oh, jeez.
No. Yeah, we kids would just live down by the creek all week rather than caught up in her goings-on.
So you like your chances this week against the Dallas defense and Rob Ryan?
Yeah, one time my daddy took after me with a hickory switch because I broke a mason jar of night crawlers, and he chased me into the barn, and I gave the bull a start, and he kicked me in the head. Yeah, I was laid up for about 3 months in the rope bed, and my mom attended to me by putting a cold washcloth on my forehead till I came out of the coma.
Jeez, what a childhood.
Yeah.
Well, it's always good to see you back in town, and I guess there'll be a lot of memories for you playing the Cowboys this week.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm riding a pig in the county fair in about 4 minutes.
All right, we'll see you.
You with us, Coach?
Who is this on the talking banana? Are you a ghost or something?
No, it's the Musers on the ticket, the All Sports station in Dallas-Fort Worth. How are you?
Is that you, Marley? I thought you was dead as a doornail.
No, it's Dunham and Miller.
How you on the phone with me and not standing in front?
Look, we don't have time to explain telephone technology. We just want to talk to you about coaching again in the NFL.
Yeah, I've been out of coaching for like 20 full moons now.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, the sun god went in his chariot across the sky almost 700 times.
Yeah, sure enough. It would be 2 years, 2 seasons.
But I was pretty excited when I got the call that I was going to get some employment.
Yeah, employment. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they done pulled me off the land and told me I had a phone call up at the general store. So I put down the push plow, and I hied out of there and traveled 40 miles into town as fast as horse flesh could take me.
Why do you live like that? You've made a lot of money as a coach.
I killed a pig yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, and my wife yelled at me because it could talk. But I told her we still had the spider that could make words in the web.
All right. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
I thought you may have been talking about like a wild pig or something.
One time I was backed up from eating too much heifer cheese, and I had to use the siphon hose to blow some castor oil up me.
Well, that is certainly country.
And, everything came out so fast it lifted me up and threw me into the creek.
It is going to be weird seeing you in New York City. That's just kind of an odd fit.
Yeah, and I'm kind of scared about that.
Are you?
Yeah, I ain't going to take no abode in the city there in New York. I hear they have buildings there that are taller than 2 barns stacked on top of one another.
Yeah, even taller than that.
Yeah, like 6 barns high or something.
Yeah, even taller than that, but yeah.
So I'm just going to live in a holler down there on the Hudson.
Well, do you think Geno Smith is the answer at quarterback for that team?
I threw a sack of kittens in the river when I was 9.
Oh, gosh. That's terrible. We don't want to hear about that.
And my daddy, he beat me so hard with a razor strap, my tinkle wouldn't work for a month.
Oh, God. We don't want to hear about that.
Yeah.
We just want to hear about, like what kind of offense you're going to run in New York.
Hey, how you get around up there in that New York City? They allow you 2 horses or 3?
Well, you can have a car.
Yeah, I don't know about city limits and horses.
Somebody came around and told me they got a metal centipede there that you climb inside the belly of, and it takes you underground.
The subway, I think, is what you're thinking of.
Former Cowboys head coach Chan Gailey with us on the ticket. He's about to be a part of the Jets staff, which I would think is very exciting.
Yeah, God don't want us to get around or make friends with any mechanical beast.
How do you know that?
There's that in the good book.
I don't know about that.
Maybe I'll just get Mama to carry me up into the city so I can trade at the general store for my flour and sorghum and the whatnot.
Oh, your country.
Yeah, you're going to have a tough time in New York City.
Sometimes I see a hawk in the sky, and that means we need to have another baby.
Oh, man, it's so good to have you back in the NFL.
Are you the devil?
Well, no, of course not.
Then how come you ain't standing in front of me when you're talking?
Would you forget about that just for a second? We're talking on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to go lay down on some straw now and take a nap.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. That's Chan Gailey.
Well, a few segments ago, we were talking about the local teams' Halls of Fame and the Cowboys' Ring of Honor. There's only one coach in the Cowboys' Ring of Honor. That's Tom Landry. We think Jimmy should be in. And joining us now on the ticket hotline is another former Cowboys head coach who thinks he should be in the Ring of Honor. He coached here in the late 90s. We say good morning to Chan Gailey. Hi, Coach.
Yeah. How you fellas doing?
Well, we're doing okay. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. It's good to hear you on the talk box here.
Yeah, good to hear from you. It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it has been a bit of piece of time.
So you are you're 64 now. You're still coaching. You're the Jets offensive coordinator, so you're still in the NFL.
Yeah.
How's that going?
Yeah, but I think old Jerry should color my name up there on them Ring of Honors.
Color it?
Yeah, I know he can get up there because I painted my name on a bunch of these county water towers out here in these parts. Of course, I didn't paint my baptism name. I painted my nickname, what my mom and daddy always called me.
What is that?
They called me Blood Diaper.
Ooh,
What?
Gosh.
And I don't know how I got that name. They gave it to me before I was talking and remembering.
Well, you
I
are
think
certainly
it's just a nonsense name.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't indicate a health problem or when you were a kid.
Can y'all get a message to old Jerry and tell him to get out the dye bucket and get up there and fashion my letters?
Well, you are the only coach in Cowboys history who coached the team and never had a losing season.
That's right. Yeah, I was a pretty good coach for his playing around team. And I forget what that sport's called that he had me doing, but
Football, you're still coaching it.
yeah, football. That's right. I call it tag around. You know, 'cause them guys that go around and try to tag that guy holding that cow turd thing.
You know, you grew up in Georgia, and we remember you as being a little country, but man, you've gotten
Yeah, not
really
this
country.
Yeah. Yeah, I still live out in the country. That's why it's hard for me to understand a lot of the city things y'all do. You know, we didn't have the footballs out in the country. We used to play things like mumbledy peg and washers and neighbor killing, things like that.
Wow. That doesn't sound like a very safe game. And I guess the thing that would hold you back from being in the Ring of Honor for the Cowboys, you only coached here for 2 years.
One time when I was a kid, we had a cow with a big old butt.
That's not the response I was looking for, but okay.
Sometimes I'd go in the barn and I'd just stare at that big old butt.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey, this possum got up in my corn crib and tore through about 40 years before I made his brains not live anymore.
So you have a barn in New York City?
Yeah. My daddy used to whip me with a razor strap
Uh-oh.
if I tipped over the cornmeal onto the dirt floor when I got angry. Yeah, I tantrumed up our log cabin something fierce when I was getting annoyed.
Wow, it was a rough upbringing, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister eventually grew some big old knockers.
Okay,
Hey.
this is former Cowboys head coach Chan Gailey with us.
She grew them over one summer. I sure enough remember it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you should talk about your sister like that. How are the Jets looking, by the way?
Hey, I took a carriage into town because I heard there's a scuttlebutt out there. Some city merchant come out there with a reflecting wall and made a magic picture come through, and it moved and everything and talked.
Is that a movie?
I think he's
or?
talking about a movie theater, yeah.
Yeah,
They've had those for a while, Chan.
yeah. If you can slaughter 30 pigs a day out here, we make you sheriff.
That's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, out in the country, we settle our disputes with blood feuds and forced marriage.
They settle disputes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Life out in the country is a little bit harder than what y'all used to. Y'all got soft hands and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
First time I ever made love, it wasn't consensual.
Ooh.
Wow.
Horse
Chan?
didn't ask my permission or nothing.
Oh, gosh. Chan. Don't talk like that. Speaking of talking, you ever talk to Jerry anymore?
No, I haven't found a way to get all the way to him. You know, it's quite a horse ride to get down there.
They do have planes, you know. You probably fly on them all the time in
What's
the
the
NFL.
planes?
It's what you get on the Big Bird to go to a game every
Oh,
weekend.
the metal bird. You said planes. I was like, why? That's a metal bird.
Yeah.
That's what we call it.
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah, I don't trust those things because I heard that if you stop believing, then the thing falls out of the sky.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any new wrinkles for the Jets offense this year?
I'm naked right now.
All right. Well, Chan, we're going to let you go. Good to hear
All right.
from you. Good luck with the Ring of Honor. And,
Okay. All right.
All right.
Nice talking to you, Jesus.
Jesus. Why did he call us that?
Don't think he's ever going to get into the Ring of Honor.
I don't think so either.
Also looking forward to this. Joining us now on the ticket hotline is the former Cowboys head coach, the still current offensive coordinator of the Miami Dolphins, longtime friend of this show, Chan Gailey. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Uh-oh.
Hello, Coach. Uh-oh. Thought we had the coach on the line.
Well, I swore we had him.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
I'm right here.
Hey, Coach.
We have a hard time getting a connection from out here in the countryside.
Miami?
I'm back home.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alabama?
No, Georgia. Yeah. Hey, did y'all hear that they took back that internet newspaper story that I'd been fired?
Yeah, so there was this fake report apparently floating around that
Yeah.
the Dolphins had fired you as their offensive coordinator, but we were glad to hear that that was a fake story.
Yeah, it got reported as real, but it weren't real. No, I heard that news while I was up on my draft horse trying to pull down an old barn I got to clear out of the way. And one of them prairie kids that lives a couple houses down, he come running up to me and he said, Mr. Gailey, Adam Schefter just tweeted that the Dolphins dropped you out of their employ.
A prairie kid.
Yeah, and I didn't know what he's talking about. I'd never heard of this tweeting stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that's what the birds did.
Right.
But it scared me because I need to collect a wage because my wife and I are trying to save up to get the power company to drop a pole out here on the main road in front of our quarter section so we can get electric lights in our cabin.
Boy, you are really out there
Yeah.
in the sticks in Georgia.
Yeah, plus I need to get paid because I got to buy my hard goods from the general store before the weather breaks.
Yeah, I guess you could get some ice and snow in Georgia. So
Yeah,
you're-
it's been a hard winter.
Has it?
Yeah, did y'all hear about this China virus we got making around?
We heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. I heard it turns you into a zombie. Is that true?
No.
Or was that something Adam Schefter tweeted? Yeah, I think it makes your eyes go all green and makes you eat brains and makes you look like you're in that Thriller video.
No, that has not been reported at all.
I'm scared of it because it can send you on to your great reward.
Mm-hmm. Well, it
Yeah,
can do
It's
that.
dangerous.
Yeah, it put 7 of my siblings in the ground.
7.
Oh, my God.
Uh-huh.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I'm one of 14.
Wow.
I didn't
that's
know that
very,
either.
Very country.
I sure like coaching though, so I'm glad I'm still on the Dolphin.
Well, you guys almost made it to the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, did you know that when you coach, you get to tell your team to run the ball to that line marking, and they'll give you 6 whole points?
We knew that.
It's fun. It's fun. They let you wrestle and tackle the person that's carrying that game piece too. It's more fun than wrestling a sow during her estrus.
Oh, my gosh.
Chan Gailey with us here on the ticket. Did you like coaching Tua?
Did you know I make all our own pigskins for that Miami football team?
You do.
You do?
Yeah, I make them out of my spring slaughter.
And the NFL approves that?
You're the
Yeah.
only coach that does that.
Yeah, I sew them up with some sinew. It makes it real nice and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I make our own footballs. Hey, I got to travel into town today to vote for this Senate thing we got going on here in
Oh,
Georgia.
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
With those runoffs there.
Yeah, while I'm there, I'm going to see if I can't buy you guys a piece of hard candy.
Thanks.
Send it on. That'd be great.
I waited out there in the creek in my Sunday best to try to catch a frog, but he got away.
Weren't y'all playing on Sunday?
People complained in church I smelled like a swamp, but I didn't care. I still kept my head down and prayed. That's
Yeah.
what the Lord wants.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Well, what do you think about next year? Will Tua develop even more?
Daddy's tractor fell out of gear and ran over my sister and turned her into an invalid.
When did this happen?
About 40 years ago.
Oh, well, that's a.
Why are you breaking the news right now?
Well, she still lays up in the front room of the farmhouse staring off into the Milky Way all hours of the day.
Oh, that's terrible.
Sad story.
Yeah, Daddy says he's going to slip in there when Mama's asleep and use a pillar to send her on to Jesus.
Okay.
Why did he wait 40 years?
A wild dog bit my leg and it swelled up so much I couldn't fit through a doorway.
Wow. Is it better?
Yeah, that happened about 30 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It got better on me.
Random stories from your life we're hearing
Yeah.
Well, Chan, I'm glad you're not fired, and hopefully you're employed with the Dolphins next year.
Well, now, who is this again?
This is George, and that's Craig.
All right, yeah. My wife just came out and told me I needed to climb the telephone pole because someone was on the line wanting to talk to me. So I came out here and I forgot to ask who this was.
Well, we appreciate your time.
All right, I got to get back to it.
Okay,
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
There goes Chan Gailey, still employed by the Dolphins.
Ago, we eulogized some big names in the world of sports that passed away while we were out, including Elgin Baylor and Bobby Brown and Howard Schnellenberger, the legendary college football coach who did spend some time in the NFL. 1 year as head coach at Baltimore, and he was an assistant coach with the Dolphins. He was their offensive coordinator. Well, someone else who has held that role joins us now on the ticket hotline, the former Cowboys head coach, Dolphins offensive coordinator. We say good morning to Chan Gailey. Hi, Coach.
Who is this now?
The Musers on the ticket in Dallas.
You calling from the bank because my seed notes come due?
No.
Nothing to do with that.
We wanted to talk to you about Howard Schnellenberger's passing.
Yeah, I live out here in the country, and we ain't got no electrical. we have to read the good book by kerosene light.
Really? In today's age?
Yeah. Mama sometimes will fire up the potbelly stove just to get enough heat going to heat both rooms.
Both?
Yeah. I got a pet fish.
Okay.
He lives down by the creek. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I like springtime because you can go picnicking with a girl.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, sometimes she'll let you fish around up under a hoop skirt.
Coach,
what you calling for again?
Well, we wanted to get your thoughts on the passing of Howard Schnellenberger.
Yeah. Oh, Howard passed away, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. He went to his great reward.
Yeah, age of 87.
Well, he was real kind.
Was he?
Yeah, he once lent me a 5 pence so I could wagon into town and buy a sack of flour for making some hard biscuits to keep me through winter.
Why didn't he just give you a ride?
Yeah, he's real nice. I remember one time, old Schnellenberger, he let me climb up behind the cow first.
What? All right, we were talking.
I didn't realize he was as country as you.
We were talking more football terms. You know, he's a legendary coach. Did he have an influence on you at all?
I just saw on the tweeter that one against had to put your dog down. Is that true?
Yeah, that was me. We had one of our dogs.
Oh, man, that's a shame. Did you have to take it out behind the cow barn or the tack shed?
Well, we took it to the vet. We didn't do it that way. The veterinarian?
Never heard of that.
Oh.
When I put my dogs down, I just lead them out into the woods with a piece of jerky while I carry the heavy shovel.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, shovel plays two parts in this story. But yeah. Which one of you had to put Howard down? I missed that.
No, he died of natural causes.
Yes. You didn't have to put Howard down.
One time, Daddy had to run off a neighbor man who was sniffing around my oldest sister.
Well, now that's a weird side.
Don't use that term either, for God's sake.
What does that have to do with Howard Schnellenberger passing?
Yeah, I come from a family of 17 kids.
17?
Yeah. Yeah, the older ones was dying off when the younger ones was being born.
Oh, my gosh.
Mama darn near bled out on about 14 of them.
Okay.
Coach, did you and Howard share any common
a few times?
Any common bonds being Dolphins offensive coordinators?
Yeah. Well, he grew up in the country like I did.
Did he?
We both bonded on that. We bonded on the fact that we used to work from can't see to can't see. I spent more time following an ox than I spent on the sideline.
Really?
I don't know. You've been coaching a long time.
I'm not sure if Howard could have said the same, but
Probably not.
I think Howard once told me that he left the girls' dorm room crying one time.
Oh,
while
and
he
you
was in
can confirm that?
Oklahoma.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he told me why he was crying, but he said I couldn't ever tell her while he's alive.
All right.
Well, so now can you tell us?
Well, I guess I can now. That old gal told him that he looked like Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, hurt his feelings?
All right, good morning to you.
All right, we'll see you.
Yesterday on the program, we did our pigskin panel kicking off the football season with Tim Calishaw and David Moore from the Dallas Morning News. And David had the note that we couldn't get our minds around, that the last Cowboys head coach to take the team to back-to-back playoff appearances was Chan Gailey in 98 and 99. That's what Mike McCarthy's trying to do this season. Something that hasn't been done in about 25 years by a head coach. That's impossible to believe, but it's true.
Football Note of the Year by David Moore.
Yes. So we thought we'd get Chan Gailey on to talk about that. What was his secret back then? Joining us now on the ticket hotline is the former Cowboys head coach. Good morning, Chan. How are you?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, then. I'm talking on this rotary phone on top of this pole.
Still have
My
one of those.
balance ain't too good these days. I got some ear infection that's got me where I can't stand on one foot.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we thought we'd talk some football with you. How about that note that the last time a coach did that with the Cowboys, back-to-back playoff years, you were the coach?
Yeah, I was the most country of all the coaches that Mr. Jerry ran through there over the years.
I guess so.
I know he hired a couple of them Yankees to come down there and tell football to the players. Billy Parcells and that Jason Garrett. I think both of them was from New York.
Yeah.
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 They had their Yankee ways. They slept indoors and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in the playoffs in 98 and 99.
Yeah, that's right.
And I remember that them were pretty good years for hay too. Got a good hay.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, we got a good deer season out of both of them years too.
Well, see, it wasn't so bad then, 98 and 99.
No, it was good. Them was good years. It was good old times.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't that great, though. I mean, you got beat in the first round in 98 and same thing in 99, and you were 8-8 that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, sometimes I like to find a hog and see if I can ride it around until we disturb a picnic or two.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
What about your secret to taking a team to the playoffs in back-to-back years?
I like it when we get a gully washer because it cleans out the outhouse hole.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
We hadn't had one of those in a while.
You got to watch for them wasp nests in them outhouses. I sat down the other day and one got me right on the sperm bag. It swelled up to the size of a bodark fruit.
You've made millions in coaching. Why are you...
Made sitting on that tractor feel like a mule kick, too. Speaking of, Daddy got kicked by a mule when I was 10.
Yeah.
And he lay up in the bed staring at the corner of the ceiling, drooling for about 3 years.
Oh, that's
Goodness,
terrible.
that's awful.
Mama said she wished he'd go ahead and die.
Oh, gosh.
But he come back around. It took him all summer to work the kinks out of his hands, though. They was drawn up like eagle claws.
Well, I'm glad he got better, Daddy.
Yeah, I used to walk to the next town over to court my wife before we was betrothed.
Did you?
Wow.
Yeah. And we got married by that drunk pastor from the mission church.
Well, at least you were married.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an outdoor service, and our kin sat around in a semicircle on stumps.
Well, I'm sure that was really nice to have a pleasant outdoor wedding.
Yeah, the ring bearer was an old goat named Black Phillip.
Your ring bearer was a goat.
Yeah, he promised me we could live deliciously, so we took him up on that.
Okay, yeah.
So do you look back at your years in Dallas fondly? Was it a good time when you were here?
When I was a kid, my dad, he'd take a switch after us and hit us so much that we'd hide in the hayloft till he passed out.
That's child abuse.
Yeah. Mama got mad at us for putting ducklings in the rain barrel.
Oh, well, yeah.
Said it made the water taste funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Lessons you learned, huh?
Grandma died on the back porch.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
awful.
Yeah. Towards the end there, when her breath got ragged, she started talking to her dead cousin who got caught in the combine when he was 16.
Yeah, sometimes they'll do that. They'll see
Boy, old
former family
stories
members.
from the farm.
Yeah. I saw an ox that got caught in a fence one time.
Yeah, did you?
I like swimming.
Well, we're all over the map here.
Yeah.
Good for you. Well, it's great talking football with you.
Well, yeah, hey, anytime y'all want to talk football, that's fine with me. If I get back up this pole, I'll do it again.
Okay. Thanks,
All right,
Coach.
man. All right.
All right. There's former Cowboys head coach Chan Gailey.
Didn't really get his secrets, did we?
No, not really.
This morning, we bring you the first installment of our former Cowboys Coaches Roundtable. And we say good morning to one of Jerry's head coaches from the 1990s, Chan Gailey. How you doing this morning?
I've been out in the barn trying to get my donkey to eat. She done lost a foal, and she kind of been depressed. But that ain't because of the foal. It's because we switched to this winter feed, and she don't like that slow feeder hay bag of barley straw. But my pig's been doing this funny thing where they steal my pants off the wash line and they eat them. And it's funny because there's all these piles of poop, and they got Levi's buttons mixed in. So what's the question again? I don't remember now.
Well, just wondering how you were doing, that's all.
Oh, good. I'm doing all right. My gout's acting up.
Also, sorry to hear that. Also joining us on this former Cowboys Coaches Roundtable, one of Jerry's favorites, Wade Phillips. Wade, how are you? Are you enjoying retirement?
Hi, Craig. Yeah, I am enjoying retirement. You know, one thing though, they closed down the hamburger place near me, so now I just go there and well, they don't sell hamburgers, so I just kind of walk around behind the laundromat next door, just waiting for someone to come in and open up a new hamburger place right there.
Huh.
And well, after the sun goes down, sort of wander back home and eat whatever hamburgers I can find stashed in the freezer or behind the toilet. But, yeah, not much going on. What about you, Craig?
Well, I guess everything's okay up here. Why don't we talk some football? Chan, what was the hardest thing about working under Jerry?
I think that the hardest thing was when it come time to work up under Jerry was the drinking. You know, he had a taste for that demon rum, and it kind of made him erratic to work up under. But all them Jones kids did. I mean, but my daddy was a drinker, so I knew when to, run and hide in the cornfield when things got rough, and just kind of wait around till whiskey ushered him into sleep. But Mama couldn't get Daddy to darken the door of the Baptist church down on the County Line Road.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, Wade, if you had one word to describe working for Jerry, what would it be?
Poo-poo.
Okay.
I guess I didn't like it because, Jerry never really liked me, but he was he's a pretty good motivator. He used to take me out in them woods and hold a gun on me and give me a shovel and tell me to dig my own grave.
Oh, my God. That was supposed to motivate you to be a better coach?
No, it was to motivate me to dig a grave for my body, and it worked, So, hey, why don't we cut Jerry some slack?
That's crazy.
I like buttermilk. I like it real lot.
Hey, I got that in common with you, Chan.
You do? We both like buttermilk. I think maybe that's why Jerry done hired us. I once saw Jerry saw an intern in half when he was drunk and wanted a pizza.
Well,
damn.
Well, Chan, let's get to the list of candidates that we've heard so far.
All right, Dan.
Who's your favorite of the coaching prospects out there?
I think out of all them coaching prospects that I heard done mentioned in the morning paper, that the one that I like the most is the Deion Sanders. I think he's good. He's a little flashier than what I was like, but he loves fishing, and I like fishing too. I once hid in a rain barrel while Daddy took an axe to a pig.
To a pig? Okay. That's an interesting story. Wade, what about you? What about all these candidates? Do you have a favorite?
I like Deion too, but how about me? I mean, I'm Mr. Fix-It on defense, and I've learned some new ideas from playing Madden. And I even talked to Jason Garrett. He said he's ready to quit talking on the TV box and come on back, and he'd coach offense. Hot damn, getting the band back together.
Well, I don't think that would fire up anybody.
That'd be a disaster.
Well, we'll see where they go. I don't know that it's going to be you, Coach Phillips, or you, Coach Gailey, but
maybe that Schottenheimer guy.
I like him too. He's good too. I like him.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's real exciting.
Okay.
I knew his daddy.
Guys, you've provided great insight. We can't thank you enough. Chan, thanks and good luck on the farm.
Hey, I appreciate that, Craig, and I'm just glad we got Trump back in there. You guys talking about that right now?
Well, no, we're not really going to get into all that.
Shut down that border. About time.
Well, okay, Wade, thank you for the time.
Right,
we're just going to have to let both of you go.
I got a question for you. How is it that your voice appears on this banana thing I'm holding?
It's called a phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just it's called technology, but it's really not new technology.
Okay, never heard of it. All right, Craig. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. There you Chan Gailey and Wade Phillips. That's installment number 1 of our former Cowboys head coaches roundtable to get us through Jerry's coaching search. Maybe next week we can get a hold of a couple of more.